Hey, Motorman here. I've got another tip for you. I recently went out and I test rode some of the new Harleys. In fact, I rode a new CVO Ultra. That motorcycle weighs 925 pounds. That's a heavy bike. There's no way you're going to muscle that bike around. You have to have technique. 3 techniques I teach: the proper use of your head and eyes. Wherever you turn your head and eyes, that's where the bike will go, because the hands naturally follow the eyes. It's the opposite of your instincts, but in my Ride Like a Pro video, I show you a step-by-step approach that will force you to use that technique, and you need to use it at all speeds, but especially at low speeds. The other technique, the proper use of the friction zone, you know how important that is. If that clutch is all the way out at low speeds, you're not in control of your motorcycle. You need to be in control, especially at low speeds where gravity wants to pull you to the ground. So you got the head and eyes, the friction zone, a little bit of pressure on the rear brake. That's what we teach in the Ride Like a Pro video. It's a series of exercises that will force you to get better and better at these techniques. The more you know how to handle your motorcycle, especially at low speeds, the more fun riding is going to be. Recently, I was at a bike event, and I watched this girl pull in. A girl, I say she was probably about 30 years old. She's on a brand new Indian motorcycle, the Chieftain with the fairing, big, heavy bike, even heavier than the Harleys. She's got a beautiful $5,000 custom paint job, and she has no clue how to ride the motorcycle. How do I know? Because I watched her pull in the parking lot, duck walking and dragging her feet every place she went. It was an absolute embarrassment. You look like a fool when you're doing that. I spoke with her for a minute, and I told her about the techniques. And in fact, we have a video actually for Indian riders, Ride Like a Pro on your Indian. And she said, I don't need that. I only ride for fun. What she's really saying is, I don't want to know how. I just go straight down the road. Well, that's fine until something gets in your way. When something gets in your way, you better have some technique and you better have some practice. Let me just give you a short example of what you could do with these techniques once you learn them. It takes a couple of hours. After that, you just get better and better. And riding a motorcycle becomes more fun when you actually know what the hell you're doing. Check this out. This is complete, total control. And this is what it looks like when you don't know what you're doing. Feet straight out, staring down, duck walking the motorcycle. Come on, you paid $40,000 for a motorcycle you don't know how to ride? You're kidding me with this. This ain't helping you if your feet are down here and you have to make a quick stop in a parking lot at your local bike meet. You're going to have no choice but to hit the front brake, and if you do that at low speeds with the handlebars turned, the bike is going down hard and fast. Get those feet up. Whenever the bike is in motion, your feet belong on the pegs of the floorboards. Knowing these techniques, when that car pulls out in front of you, you'll know exactly what to do. You've got to lean and swerve that motorcycle. There's no other way around it. Everybody knows somebody who says, a car pulled out in front of me, so I had to lay her down. What they're really saying is, I had no clue how to get out of the way, so I slammed on the brakes and slid on my ass, crashing to avoid a crash. That's the last thing you want to do. Believe me, it works much better with a bike up on 2 wheels. You could do anything you want. The whole reason police agencies use motorcycles is because of their maneuverability. If you can't maneuver the bike the way you see me doing here, you're in deep trouble. Till next week.